Have you ever eaten a fruit thinking it was great for your health, only to find out later it might actually be doing more harm than good? Sounds surprising, right? But here's the truth. Many older adults unknowingly eat fruits that can trigger serious health problems, especially if they're dealing with diabetes, kidney trouble, or heart conditions. Let me tell you about Linda, a vibrant 72-year-old who thought she was making all the right health choices. Every morning, she enjoyed a big bowl of mixed fruit, fresh, colorful, and seemingly packed with nutrients. But one day, she ended up in the ER with severe heart palpitations. She never imagined something as innocent as her fruit choices could have played a role. That's exactly why this video is so important. Today, I'm going to share 7 fruits older adults should be careful with, and why even a small serving could be risky for your health. Stick around until the end, because what you learn here could help you avoid serious issues and keep you feeling energetic for years to come. Before we dive in, drop a comment telling me where you're watching from. I love seeing where my audience is tuning in from. It really helps me keep making valuable content for you. 1. Star fruit. We'll start with a fruit most people never think twice about: star fruit. It's exotic, sweet, and seems like a healthy choice. But for older adults, especially anyone with kidney issues, this little fruit can be surprisingly dangerous. You might be wondering, how can a fruit be dangerous? Well, star fruit contains a toxin called carboxin, which is normally filtered out by the kidneys. But as we age, our kidneys often aren't as efficient as they used to be. This means the toxin can linger in the body, causing serious problems. Take Robert, a 72-year-old from Tampa, Florida. He was careful about his diet, always eating fresh, wholesome foods. One day, he decided to try something new and blended star fruit into his morning smoothie. At first, he felt fine. But after a few days, he started feeling dizzy, confused, and unusually tired. He thought maybe he was just run down, but things got worse. One morning, he couldn't even remember what day it was. His family rushed into the ER, and doctors quickly found the cause: star fruit toxicity. Robert had mild kidney disease he didn't know about, and the toxins from the fruit had built up in his system, affecting his nervous system. This isn't just a rare case. The National Kidney Foundation warns that even a small serving of star fruit can be life-threatening for anyone with reduced kidney function. And here's the thing: 1 in 3 adults over 65 has some form of kidney disease without even realizing it. So even if you think your kidneys are fine, it's safest to skip this fruit altogether. How star fruit affects the body. Neurotoxic effects can cause dizziness, confusion, or seizures. Kidney overload. If your kidneys can't filter out the toxin, it builds up in your bloodstream. Severe reactions, in extreme cases, can lead to coma. If you love tropical fruits, don't worry. There are safer swaps. Try Asian pears for a similar crunch, or dragon fruit for something exotic that's completely safe for seniors. Food should fuel your body, not put it at risk. So if you spot star fruit at the store, it's best to leave it there. 2. Grapes. Next up, a fruit almost everyone has in their kitchen: grapes. They're easy to snack on, taste delicious, and seem like the perfect healthy choice. But for older adults, grapes can pose 2 big risks: blood sugar spikes and choking hazards. Did you know 1 cup of grapes has as much sugar as 4 sugar cubes? That's a lot, especially if you have diabetes, pre-diabetes, or need to watch your blood sugar. As we age, our bodies process sugar less efficiently. That means high-sugar fruits like grapes can cause blood sugar to spike, which can lead to sudden fatigue and energy crashes, mood swings or irritability, higher risk of heart disease and diabetes complications. Let me share Carol's story. She's a 68-year-old from Chicago who wanted to make a healthy change. She swapped her afternoon cookies for a bowl of grapes, thinking it was a smart move. But within weeks, she started feeling unusually tired, noticed blurry vision, and felt lightheaded after meals. When she checked her blood sugar, it was way higher than normal. She was shocked. Her doctor reviewed her diet and pinpointed the problem right away: grapes. Even though she ditched desserts, the natural sugar in grapes was affecting her like candy. Harvard Medical School notes that grapes can spike blood sugar faster than some processed foods. And that's not the only concern. Grapes are a major choking hazard for seniors. As we age, swallowing reflexes slow down, and small, round, slippery foods like grapes can easily get stuck in the throat. According to the National Safety Council, choking incidents involving grapes among seniors have risen 30% in the past 5 years. If you love grapes and don't want to give them up, here's what to do. Cut them into quarters to lower choking risk and slow sugar absorption. Pair them with protein, like cheese, to reduce the sugar impact. Limit yourself to 6 small grapes at a time. For safer alternatives, try fresh berries, lower sugar, high antioxidants, or melon chunks, hydrating, softer to chew. Grapes may look harmless, but if you're older, it's worth eating them carefully. 3. Oranges. Now let's talk about a fruit that almost everyone loves: oranges. They're full of vitamin C, refreshing, and often thought of as a healthy breakfast essential. But for older adults dealing with acid reflux, medication interactions, or dental issues, oranges can be surprisingly problematic. Over 60% of adults over 60 experience acid reflux, according to the GERD Foundation. Citrus fruits like oranges are one of the top triggers. Their high acidity can cause heartburn and indigestion, throat irritation, trouble sleeping due to nighttime reflux. Barbara, a 73-year-old from Minnesota, thought her morning orange was harmless. She had frequent heartburn, but assumed it was just part of aging. When she cut out oranges, her reflux improved almost immediately. Citrus fruits can also interfere with certain medications, especially for blood pressure, cholesterol, or depression. The Mayo Clinic reports that oranges and orange juice can reduce the absorption of over 50 common medications. Imagine taking your daily meds faithfully, only to have your morning orange block their effectiveness. And let's not forget dental health. Acid from oranges can erode enamel faster, especially as enamel naturally wears down with age. This can cause tooth sensitivity, cavities, and gum irritation. If you still love oranges, here are tips. Eat them midday, not first thing in the morning or before bed. Wait at least 2 hours after taking medication. Dilute orange juice with equal parts water to lower acidity. For vitamin C without the acid overload, try bell peppers, even more vitamin C than oranges, or kiwis, sweet, tangy, and gentler on the stomach. 4. Avocados. Let's talk about a fruit that's been crowned a superfood in recent years: the avocado. Creamy, rich in healthy fats, and featured in countless health magazines, it's often seen as the perfect food to add to your diet. But here's what many older adults don't realize. Avocados can sometimes cause weight gain, interact with medications, and even trigger allergic reactions. Now, I can almost hear you saying, but avocados are healthy. And yes, they do offer some benefits. But as we age, moderation and medication awareness become much more important. One medium avocado packs roughly 240 calories. That's about the same as an entire light meal. As we get older, our metabolism slows, and our bodies need fewer calories. That means eating calorie-dense foods like avocados can easily lead to extra pounds, even if you believe you're making a healthy choice. Take the case of James, a 76-year-old from Portland. He started eating avocado toast for breakfast every day, thinking it was a smart swap. But in just 3 months, he was up 13 pounds. The extra weight put more strain on his knees, made walking harder, and left him feeling more fatigued. The American Heart Association advises older adults to watch portion sizes when eating high-fat foods like avocados. There's another concern: how avocados interact with certain medicines. Research has found they can affect the absorption of blood thinners, blood pressure medications, certain antidepressants. If you take prescriptions for hypertension, blood clot prevention, like warfarin, anxiety or depression. You should have a quick conversation with your doctor before adding avocados to your daily diet. And here's something many people don't know. Avocados contain proteins similar to those in latex. That means if you have a latex allergy, you might react to avocados, even if you've eaten them before without an issue. Studies suggest around 6% of older adults have some form of latex sensitivity, which could cause mouth itching or swelling, stomach upset, skin irritation. Even if you've been fine in the past, allergies can develop later in life. If you're looking for alternatives, try olive oil, healthy fats that are easy to control in small amounts, walnuts or almonds, heart-friendly nutrients without the same medication concerns. If you still want avocados, just stick to about 1/4 of one per day. Pair it with protein or fiber to slow digestion. Check with your doctor if you're taking any medications. Avocados may be popular, but for seniors, too much of even a good food can have downsides. 5. Watermelon. Next up is watermelon, the summertime favorite. Sweet, hydrating, and light, or so it seems. While it can be refreshing, for seniors, it can also bring some unexpected health risks, particularly if you have heart problems, kidney disease, or diabetes. Watermelon is about 92% water, which sounds great for hydration, but older kidneys can have trouble processing large amounts of fluid. Eating too much can lead to swelling in the ankles, hands, or face, shortness of breath from fluid pressure on the heart and lungs, increased blood pressure. Extra fluid in the bloodstream makes the heart work harder. Consider Linda, a 79-year-old from Texas. She ate big bowls of watermelon every afternoon to stay hydrated. After a week, her feet were swollen and she felt exhausted. One night, she woke up gasping for air and ended up in the ER. Doctors found excess fluid had stressed her heart, and because she was on diuretics, water pills, the watermelon had actually canceled out some of her medication's effects. Another hidden issue? Watermelon has a high glycemic index, meaning it can spike blood sugar almost as quickly as soda. The American Diabetes Association warns that just 2 cups can raise blood sugar fast, leading to fatigue, mood swings, higher risk of diabetic complications. If you have diabetes or prediabetes, you should limit watermelon or eat it with protein, like cheese or nuts, to slow sugar absorption. Plus, watermelon is high in potassium. For people with kidney disease, too much potassium can cause irregular heartbeats, muscle weakness, even heart failure. The National Kidney Foundation says nearly 40% of adults over 65 have some level of kidney impairment, often without knowing it. Safer hydration options include cucumber-infused water, frozen berries for a cool, lower-sugar snack. If you want to keep watermelon in your life, limit to half a cup at a time. Pair with protein or fiber. Avoid eating it right before bed to prevent fluid buildup overnight. Watermelon can be enjoyed, just not in large amounts, especially if you have heart, kidney, or blood sugar concerns. 6. Papayas. Finally, let's talk papayas. Tropical, colorful, and known for helping digestion. Many seniors add them to their diet, believing they're great for gut health. But for some, papayas can cause serious problems, especially if you take certain medications or have a sensitive stomach. Papayas contain an enzyme called papain, which can interfere with how your body processes blood thinners, diabetes medications, some antibiotics. For example, if you're on blood thinners like warfarin, papaya can increase bleeding risk. If you're on diabetes medication, it can drop blood sugar too low, causing dizziness or weakness. Take Margaret, a 72-year-old from Florida. She began eating papaya daily for digestion. Within weeks, her blood pressure medicine seemed less effective. When she told her doctor about her diet, papaya was flagged as the likely cause. She cut it out, and her readings returned to normal. Papayas also share similar proteins with latex, so they can trigger allergic reactions in people with latex sensitivity. This can include rashes or skin irritation, mouth itching or swelling, difficulty breathing in severe cases. Allergies can develop at any age, so just because you tolerated papaya before doesn't mean you always will. And while papain aids digestion, for some older adults, it can irritate the stomach lining, leading to bloating, acid reflux, cramping. If you want digestive support without the papaya risks, try plain yogurt or kefir for probiotics, ginger tea for natural stomach soothing, fermented veggies for gut-friendly bacteria. If you keep papaya in your diet, avoid eating it on an empty stomach. Check with your doctor if you take blood pressure, blood thinner, or diabetes meds. Start with small portions and watch your body's response. Papayas can be healthy for some, but for others, they bring more risk than benefit, especially later in life. Now that we've gone through the 6 dangerous fruits seniors should avoid, I'd love to hear from you. Which one surprised you the most? Did you learn something new today? Drop a comment below and let me know. And remember, just because a fruit is healthy for some people doesn't mean it's safe for everyone. As we age, our bodies change, and we have to adjust our diets to stay strong and healthy. If you found this information helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more senior health tips. Your support helps me continue bringing you valuable information to keep you feeling your best. Thank you for watching. Stay healthy and take care.